Hey guys, it's Rob again. This time today's vlog, I'm going to, since I have a day off, I'm going to teach you how to tie a tie. I'm going to do 3 different knots. We're going to do the Windsor, the full Windsor, the half Windsor, and the 4 in hand. The 4 in hand's the easiest. I would say the half Windsor is your intermediate, and then your full Windsor is going to be your hardest one to do. Other than like all those decorative knots that are out there, like the Trinity is one of them. I don't know how to do that one. I just pretty much stick to the basics. So, the first thing is you always have a collared shirt on. If you're wearing a tie without a collared shirt, I don't know what's wrong with you. But so you just want to flip the collar up. What I'll do is I'll start with the 4 in hand. Now there's basically one step that makes to each that from these 3. So the 4 in hand's fairly basic. All it is, you start with about 8 to 12 inches on this side. I'm a taller guy and I have a regular length tie, so I start with about 6. So basically all you're going to do is you're just going to wrap this tie, or wrap the big part around the smaller part twice. 2 revolutions, and then all you do is you come up through the Y here, pull. You're going to take your outer loop from the second revolution that you did, and you're going to put it right down in that hole, and you just pull through, straighten it up a little bit, and it's a nice thin knot. Okay. See, it's very, very thin knot, which works well for the shirts that have a little bit more of a point, what we call a point collar to it, instead of like the spread collar where it's actually, comes out. Let's see what you do with this. Something like this. Those are where the other 2 knots are going to come in handy. Okay. Now for the half Windsor, it's very simple. It's you're basically replacing one step with another. So you're going to cross over. Okay, so you make that nice X. Then you're going to just go, instead of going over like we did with, instead of going around like we did with the 4 in hand, basically what you're going to do is you're going to come up through here. Okay, and then what you're going to do is you're just going to come right around. Okay, wrap it around once. Do the same thing. Come up through the Y. Come down through the hole. Oh, that's good. A little bit more of a thinner knot than I wanted, but it works. Got the backwards. There we go. And see, that's a little bit more of a fuller knot. Okay. So once again, just to kind of show you that, you come over, you come up, so you come up through the Y. Okay. Then you're just going to go right around. Okay. And you're going to come up through the Y. Go through that loop, come down through, and you're going to notice you have the full Windsor, or the half Windsor, because it's going to be a little bit more angled on one side. Okay, and you just pull and pop your collar down. Okay. Now, actually, let's do it with this one. Got a nice bright white tie here for you. Doesn't really go with the shirt. Here, we'll do this one. Hazards of the job. Alright. So, for the full Windsor, you start with the 8 to 12 again. I usually say 8 to 10. Because sometimes if you do the whole 12, depending on your size, you'll have that just that little tail on the back. All right, cross over. Come up through the Y, just like we did for the half Windsor. Okay, what you're gonna do is you're gonna cross over from behind. Okay, just like that. So you got your little tail hanging here. And instead of going completely over, you're actually gonna drop it back down through the Y. Just like this. Okay, so now you've got an extra thick Y. Okay. Then what you're going to do is you're going to come over. Do that left-handed. Change my directions all of a sudden. So you come over. So it basically covers those. Come up through the Y again. Whoops. Then you're going to drop it through that hole. Straighten out the tie a little bit. Give it a little yank. Not much, because you want the knot to be too small. And if you pull it too much, it actually becomes like a square, which is kind of funny. I've done that a couple times at work. Straighten it up. Drop your collar down. And see how it fills in that gap. And you can tell like if you've got the full Windsor, because what it's going to do is it's going to make basically like a perfect triangle. Or trapezoid, I guess. Whatever shape you please. Yeah. So now normally when I take a tie off, I'm not going to take it up over my head like this, but I just wanted to show you. In the end, that's what the full Windsor is going to look like. Okay. So that's the full. That's the half. You can tell, like I said, because it comes up at a slightly different angle here as compared to what this is, the full Windsor right there. And then the 4-in-hand, which is a very simple knot. Okay. So, I mean, that's pretty much how to do it, how to tie a tie. Maybe if I learn a couple other knots, like the Trinity, there's a couple others, maybe I'll do a tutorial on that. But, there's nothing really much to tie in a tie. I believe that if you have to wear ties, I believe you should know how to tie one. It's, that's one of the basic skills every guy should know. So, it's a day off today. I probably just like last night. On last night's blog, I said I was probably going to watch a marathon of Smallville. That's still the plan today, but who knows? But maybe I'll do a second vlog. Who knows? But I just wanted to get that out to you until tomorrow or later tonight. Who knows? Bye bye.